Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am designer Frank Blanchard, AIFD, and I am dealing with Valentine's Day and Valentine's Week online craziness this week. And I now have to take off my glasses because the reflection in my glasses is driving me crazy. I'm gonna make this video really short just because I've got so much to do this week. Like I mentioned, I have been a longtime florist and floral designer. In fact, for a long time I've been saying I've been in the business for 30 plus years, but now the issue is I'm actually getting closer to just plain 40 years in the industry, and I have worked as a designer in my life, mostly in all aspects of the industry. And nowadays, what I do more of than anything else for other florists and small business professionals, but mostly florists, is helping them with their websites and their social media in order to help them with gaining the most overall web traffic and creating a really strong brand for their business, and also cultivating an audience that you can really count on for having loyal customers for your business, and especially for your online business. Now, it is 2021, and I am crazily working on a couple of websites right at the moment this week, just because it is Valentine's week. But I wanted to bring this up because it's a really important issue to wrap your head around, because it does affect your business. With business this year and even last year in 2020 being so crazy with the whole pandemic thing and everybody living their lives online with work, shopping, entertainment, education for the kids, this, that, and everything else, web traffic has blown up exponentially. And how we have dealt with it as a society, I will say, has made some things kind of tricky, because there have been vast improvements. There have been vast changes to the internet as a whole and how it works, just because there are so many of us online trying to do stuff. So that in and of itself has created craziness. And when it comes to retail florists or floral designers that have a studio-based business, anything like that, or I shouldn't even say the number one. Let me rephrase that. And now I'm still saying it again, the biggest factors that can affect your online business, and this is especially important for all of those florists out there that have e-commerce businesses, or I should say e-commerce websites. And it doesn't really matter if you have a storefront or you just have a studio space that your customers never go to. An e-commerce website, for you to have a good amount of business, you have to make sure that you have a really low bounce rate. Bounce rate is a really big thing that really affects your overall online business for the business that you own and operate. And in addition to that, but it kind of goes along the same lines, is carts for your e-commerce florist website being abandoned for some reason. People leaving, they don't come back, they end up not buying anything for whatever reason. Now, it is Monday before Valentine's Day 2021, which is this coming Sunday. And these issues with florist websites and e-commerce florist websites, it always baffles me how many people start freaking out because they aren't getting the amount of online business they would like to be having when it's really close to a major floral holiday. SEO and all of the different things that can either make your website work or not work, as the case may be. I will say this, and I will give this to you because it is so true. It can be overwhelming for a lot of people because there are so many different aspects of what goes into making a good website work well, that when it comes to making sure that your bounce rate is low and you can really get people to stay on your website and shop and actually complete the actual purchase, there's a lot that goes into making sure that that actually happens. Now, for retail florists, if you do not understand SEO and how the internet works and how your overall web presence, which includes social media, affects all of it. It all has to work together. If you're not getting the amount of online business you would like, and it's freaking you out and you decide to do something about it, like right now, the week of Valentine's Day, starting to work on the SEO of your website is not necessarily going to improve things overnight. It is not having the SEO of your website worked on is something that doesn't instantaneously make changes to your online business overnight. It's not like you hire somebody like me to work on your website today and I'll see what I can get done and it's going to make a vast difference overnight. That doesn't work. That's just not how it works. There are certain things that can be done on your website that can sort of instigate and get business happening more. A lot of that, though, has to do with just there being activity with your website. Things are moving around, products are moving around on the page. All of that is stuff that can improve things a little bit just because the search engines notice the activity, but it's not going to make a huge difference. SEO really needs to be well thought out and be executed in such a way that it benefits your business and it does not hurt your business. There are things that can happen with the SEO of your website that can really screw you up. As an example, I had one florist that I was talking with last week. They were asking me if I could potentially help them with their SEO on their website. And they had actually hired an SEO company based in India to make some improvements to their SEO. Well, the big mistake that company made, not the florist, the company made, is they came up with an SEO strategy and they came up with a template that basically had all of the verbiage and the digital text content for the different items on their website. The vast bulk of it was pre-done and preset. So what this florist was wanting me to do was to add the little bit of florist specific text at the beginning and the end of this digital text content. So the vast majority of this digital text was going to be copy and pasted on every single item on their website. When it comes to SEO for your website, that is a big no-no. Don't do it. Please don't do it. The search engines will actually penalize you for that, and they won't share your website information if what you've got on your website is a lot of copy and pasted digital text content. Don't do it. So that was one project that I had to actually say, no, I can't help you. Because if I do this, I'm having you pay me for something that I know is not going to fix your problem. So why would I do that? So I had to say, no, unfortunately I can't, because the way they're suggesting you do this is wrong. There are certain things about working in the floral industry, whether it is design related or it has to do with your online presence, your website, and social media. There are right ways of doing things and there are wrong ways of doing things. And you really got to be able to work on all of it correctly in order to get the amount of online business you want to get. So, the main thing that I really wanted to get across to people this week, if you are having issues with not getting the amount of online business you would like to get, yes, there very likely are things going on with your website that might be causing some of the issues. What I've found over the years working on so many people's websites, including my own, is every website at all times can stand to have a little work done. But it doesn't all have to happen immediately. But the one thing to really keep in mind is when certain projects, like the SEO of your website, which includes the digital text content mostly, but it also has a lot to do with the images as well, and I will get to that in another video, because that's a whole nother topic. Getting it done and getting it worked on, the main thing I want to get across to you is if you don't understand the internet and you don't understand how websites work, the one thing I really hope you take to heart and can wrap your head around is just because you have a website does not ensure that you are going to get a significant amount of online business. There's a lot of other pieces to the puzzle that makes that happen. But the main thing to keep in mind and keep at the forefront of your head, think flowers, think website too, is when this work is done, you're not going to necessarily see a whole lot of changes instantaneously. It's not an immediate fix. It can take a few days, it can take a few weeks, it might take longer if it's a brand new website, if it is a brand new website and your domain is also brand new. It can take a good 6 months to a year, especially for florists and the way our e-commerce websites work. It can take that long for the search engines to even get to the point that they start to notice us. So it's really about consistently working on your SEO because it's something that happens over time. It's one of those things that, just like many other aspects of business, the snowball effect really goes into play. And this is where, when it comes to your online business and your website, social media can also be a real help to you, because anything and everything that you're adding on a regular basis, over time, you do start to get the snowball effect, and it can really help your business overall increase and blow up. But the main thing is just to realize that it's not something that's going to happen instantaneously. If you have somebody starting to work on it today, it's not necessarily gonna make everything switch by tomorrow morning. That just doesn't work. So keep those things in mind and stay tuned to my channel, because I am going to be sharing more content with you specifically about SEO, and hopefully, if I will remember to do this, I'll make a point of the next video I do. I'm going to talk about the photo images for your website and how that affects the SEO for your website and your online business. If you like content like this and you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. That really helps me out and helps get my video out to more people. You know, it's that whole snowball effect thing. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to be notified when I do upload a new video for you, definitely hit that bell icon down below. But until next time, I'm going to share some other videos over here in the end screen for you that you might want to check out next, especially in regard to SEO and little things that you can do for your overall web presence that can really change your overall amount of online business that you're getting. So until next time, I'll see you over here. Stay safe and get out there and get busy. It's a crazy week for everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.